Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Connect with your core to build strength and stability in this 20-minute core yoga practice. When you target your workout to include all the areas of the torso and abdominals, you increase stability and strength. So grab your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin in child's pose, so knees apart, feet together, and let's walk the hands forward. Bring the belly between the thighs and melt into it. Maybe bringing your head towards the mat and find your breath. Maybe using your palms to push into the mat, pushing your tailbone towards your heels. Let's do a gentle rock side to side with the whole body. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale it out. And another breath in through the nose, this time out through the mouth. And then go ahead and start to lift your upper body, and we're going to bring the hands in a little closer, and we're going to transition into tabletop. So you're going to be on your hands and knees, and we're doing a quick warm up with our fingers. So we're going to spread them out and just do a pulse of the hand, just the fingers down and up with them nice and spread out. Pick a hand. I'm starting on my left just to get a little variation. And then press and hold, just that stretch. It might be a little intense if your ligaments and tendons are tight in those fingers. And then press the palm all the way into the floor. And then try the right hand. Lift that palm up so you're spreading out the fingers, not going into the palm, just the fingertips. A little gentle press release. So we want to warm up the hands so they are ready for some pressure as we do our different postures. And then hold that stretch. And then we're going to press into the palms. Now we're going back to the left hand, and I want you to flip it upside down, but turn your fingertips towards your knee. Put the back of the hand on the floor, wiggle the fingers, do a little elbow rotation. And then release, palm comes back down flat, and repeating on the right. Flipping the right hand upside down, fingers face the knee. Wiggle those fingers, rotate that elbow. And then bringing that hand back on the floor. Now, we're going to spread out those fingertips, and the wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Cat-cow. So we want to warm up that back. Round through the back, tuck the chin, push into the tops of the feet as you exhale. And then reverse, lift the head, lift the tailbone, arch the back, take a breath in. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open. Think about those shoulder blades and the shoulders, how they move with each movement, how they adjust, rounding. And inhale, lift, pull the shoulders away from the ears, arching the back. And last one, each with a round and an exhale. And an inhale, lift and arch. And then finding your neutral spine, go ahead and look down at your thumbs. Take your hands just a tiny bit further apart. So they might have, sometimes we tend to go a little narrow, and so we want to be a little bit wider. So they are directly under those shoulders. And then just a little drop and wag of the tail, dropping those hips side to side. And then we're going to find our center, pull the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to extend the right hand to the front of the mat, thumb is up, and then extend the left toe to the back of the mat, tucking the toe. I want you to first start by feeling that belly button, pulling into the spine. Shift your weight a little more to that right knee and the top of your right foot, then lift that left foot off the floor. You're going to feel your glute, maybe that left glute starting to work. Maybe squeeze that left glute, that left butt cheek, feel the belly in. Now we're going to pull the elbow and knee together, touch underneath the belly, and extend out and in and out, and in, and out. Keep going, in, and out. We have 2 more. In, and out, extend. One last one. In, out, extend, and hold. Maybe look forward, and then bring the chin down as you bring the hands and knees to the floor. You might need to rotate your left wrist if it got a little tired, and then extend your left hand to the front and your right toe to the back of the mat. So again, finding that alignment. Notice one side might be easier than the other. Feel the belly pulling into the spine. Relax your shoulders. Push into that right toes. Squeeze your right butt cheek as you lift that right leg up, flexing at the ankle, pushing the heel back. Now let's pull the elbow and knee together underneath. Tiny little round to the back, and then extend it out. In and out. And we're going slow and controlled, just like the first side. One side might be a little more challenging than the other. And that slow control is good to warm up that core. 2 more. And extend. 1 more. Extend and hold. Flexing that foot, look forward, and then bring the hands and knees to the floor. And then relax the shoulders. And again, if you need to stretch out the wrist, you can pull the back of your hand to the floor for a moment. Give a little extra stretch, and then bring it back down. Now from here, we're going to tuck our toes underneath. I'm going to give you a few options here. And again, bring those arms, make sure they're under the shoulders, so a little bit wider. We're going to tuck the toes, and I want you to lift your knees just off the floor. Now you're going to start to feel your core working. If you're way forward over those hands, shift your body back. So you're pushing into the toes, your hips are slightly back. If you want more of a challenge, try crossing your left ankle over your right, and then we're going to swing the knees side to side. Now if you're on your toes, you can just do a little knee swing, or you can cross it, and we're going to do a swing side to side. Still pushing backwards into those feet. Now if your legs are crossed, we're going to uncross and try the other side. So right ankle over left and a little knee swing, warming up that core. And if your feet are crossed, we can uncross them, place them both, and then lower the knees to the floor. And then untuck the toes and just pat them out. Now from here, you're going to realign and pull the shoulders away from the ears. Again, extending your right arm to the front and left leg to the back, extended tabletop. Now we're going to turn the right hand down, facing the floor, and reach the right arm out to the side. Point your left toe, and then bring it out to the side. Now if you need to put the foot on the floor, you are welcome to, or try to hold it off the floor. So we're warming up, getting things nice and strong and stable. We want to work that core, which is including not just the belly. We got the hips and the glutes and the back. Go ahead and extend to tabletop, front and back again. And then bring the hands and knees to the floor. And again, that left wrist might need a little stretch. And then we're going to go to that left side. Extend. So we're going to extend that left hand forward, right leg back. Turn your left palm to face the floor and reach it out to the left side. Point your right toe and bring it out. And again, it can be on the floor or lift it off. One hip might be stronger than the other. Feel those obliques. The core is working here. And make sure you're not sliding too far forward again over that wrist. Sit back into that back left hip. And then extend arm and leg front to back. And then hands and knees to the floor. Nice and strong. Good job. Now we're going to move on. Now that we're a little bit warmer, we're going to drop to our elbows. You're going to slide your left foot out to the back of the mat and then your right. And then just do a gentle rock side to side. Adjust the elbows so they feel okay. And your hands can be a little closer together and your elbows a little bit wider. So we're in an elbow plank. If you want to be on your knees, you are welcome to. I'm going to go into some variations here. So either on the knees or the toes. Now from here, first I'll show you this full lengthening. And how we're gonna do it, both elbows are gonna stay on the floor. You're gonna bring your feet all the way together, and then you're gonna drop both hips towards the right and stack your feet. But keep your elbows on the floor, and then do a gentle lift and lower of the hips. Now, if you need a knee on the floor, just kick it back. And you can also do a leg lift with that knee on the floor. So you have a couple options. So we're gonna do 6 lift and lowers. One more. And then from here, again, you can keep the feet stacked or you can have a knee bent. And we're going to rotate. And again, if you need to put the knee down, you can. Rotate that right palm in so it's across. And we're coming up, or lifting the left elbow, coming to a side plank. And you're welcome to lift the left arm. And you can always have that right knee on the floor, like that. Or you can stack, or even lift the top leg. And then we're gonna bring the leg down, bring the elbow back to your elbow plank. Go ahead and lower to your belly, untuck the toes, lift the upper body. And just notice, now we're gonna go to the other side. So we're gonna tuck the toes, and again, lift either to the knees or to the toes, feet together. So if you're going on the knees, I'll show that one first. You would drop onto the left knee, keep the elbows down, and you would just do a small lift and lower. Both elbows on the floor. If you are doing the stacking, elbows on the floor, and you just tilt your hips to the left and lift and lower. 6 times total. And then from here, you are going to pivot that elbow. Again, find your stability. So you can rotate onto that left side for elbow plank. And you are welcome to stagger the feet, kick one back if you would like, or stack them. You can even lift that top leg, and then bring it back, and then bring the right hand down, come back to your plank, elbow plank, and then lower your hips to the floor. One last one in the elbow plank. We're gonna lift up onto the toes or the knees. If you're on the knees, you would just extend one leg out. If you're on the toes, still same thing, lift it out, push back into the back toe, lower the foot, single leg, lift it up. Other one. Anybody getting warm? Are you getting warm? I'm getting warm. Lower those hips. It's fun doing core workout with you. We all get to get warm together. It's very good for the body, create that stability. From here, go ahead and slide your elbows out to the side, your belly's on the floor. Reach both hands towards your feet, tuck your chin. You're gonna start to open up your chest, lift your upper body as you reach to the back, point your toes, locust. You might feel some warmth in that low back. We never wanna feel pinching, or zingers, I call them. And then slowly lower back down, but bring the arms all the way in front, reaching them out. One more time, we're gonna lift, extend the arms and the legs wide. So you're looking at the floor like a star. And then lower back down. Slide your hands next to your rib cage and pull the elbows in nice and tight. Start to lift just the upper body as you squeeze those elbows in. And then maybe lift your hands off the floor. And breathe. And then hands back to the floor. Slide them forward as you slide your elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx. Pressing the palms, lengthening through that spine. It's a little belly stretch. Then we're gonna slide the elbows out, bring them back to the rib cage, tuck your toes, tuck your chin. Gently press all the way up to a full plank. Nice and strong. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. If you need to stay in a elbow plank, that is totally fine. And if you need to be on your knees, that is fine too. Listen to your body. We're gonna drop onto the outer edges of the feet. So the outside edge of the right, drop your hips to the right, the inside edge of the left. Now your left foot is gonna be the one that's gonna stay on the ground because you're gonna pull that bottom right knee in. That might be plenty. You can also kick it out for tripod, and you can have your foot on the floor, or you can lift it off the floor. And breathe. So we're kind of getting a whole lot of strength here in the upper body and the core. Go ahead and bring that leg in, find your full plank. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to do the other side. So you're going to drop your hips to the left, go to the inside edge of that right foot, pull that left knee underneath, pull it close. Maybe that's plenty. Maybe you lift your right arm to the sky and kick that left leg out. And it can be on the floor or floating off. Embrace the shakiness. Feel the muscles of the upper body working and the core. And then we pull that knee back in, find your full plank. Now from here, downward facing dog. A resting posture. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, pressing into the fingertips and the palms. If you need to pedal your feet, you can. And breathe. Walk the feet a little closer together, lifting that right leg, three-legged dog, but keep those hips level. Feel that belly pulling into the spine. Good. Now from here, we're going to shift towards a plank, and you're going to pull your right knee to your right elbow, and then you're going to send it back up. We're going to do that 3 more times. In. So again, upper body strength, core strength, working those abs. In and up. And we got 1 more. In and up. And then go ahead and bring your foot to the floor. And let's try the left leg up, three-legged dog, keeping those hips level. And then you're going to pull that left knee to the left elbow as you go into plank, and then send it back up. Think control. Control of the body, slowly bring it in, and then all the way back up. 2 more, bring it in. One side might be easier than the other, and up, and in, and up, and then bring that foot to the floor. And then from here, you're going to lower the knees, cross the feet, and then bring those legs in front. Bringing the fingertips behind the back, press them into the mat and open up that chest. Walk the feet together, point the toes, reverse plank, lifting those hips, looking diagonally up. Feel the glutes working. And then slowly lowering the hips. Bend both knees, place the feet on the floor, reverse table, lifting up, opening up that chest. Those glutes are working. We have to work the glutes when we work that whole core, the lumbopelvic hip complex, lowering the hips to the floor. We're going to find our boat. You can hold on or you can let go. Relax those shoulders. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left, and we're going to twist to the right. Reach your left hand maybe to grab hold of your bottom left foot. Twist the right arm back, lift and extend. So it's a nice stretch while you're having to engage those core muscles. So hold you up, and then slowly release back to your boat. And then you're going to cross the other ankle over. Start to twist to your left, holding on to that bottom right foot. Extend it up, twist to the left, and breathe. And then slowly release. Come back to your boat, short, bent knee or straight leg. And then hug the knees into the chest. Crossing the legs, and then slowly rotate back into a seated posture, sitting up nice and tall. And then just take a nice twist to the right, holding the right hand on the left thigh. Look over that shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, twist to the other side, looking over that shoulder. And then back to center. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms overhead, exhale, palms to heart space. Namaste.